crafty friends, it's Tasha back here on A Day with My Craft Room. Today I have a quick tutorial for you. So I've purchased some new stamps recently. These are the new Amy Tangerine stamps. This one not so much. This is from her older line, Finders Keepers. And I think this is from Better Together, maybe? I'm not sure. But anywho, I just bought these at Tuesday Morning not too long ago, and I've been dying to try them out. So I did try out my bicycle, and as you can see, the first time I stamped my bicycle, it came out all splotchy. And I was trying to see, like, why would it be splotchy? Well, a while back I learned a trick on how to make your stamps come out crisper and cleaner, and I just wanted to share that with you today, just in case you haven't seen this trick. So I've already stamped my bicycle, and I've already used this one, so let's go ahead and use this leaf stamp. So this is a brand new stamp. I haven't used it yet. Right away I can tell that it has like some sort of oily residue or something on the stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and take my acrylic block and a fresh baby wipe, and I'm going to wipe it down first, and then I'm going to stamp it just to kind of dry it off. Now I have my favorite ink, one of my favorite inks here, and this is my Papertrey ink Tropical Teal. So I'm going to go ahead and lightly tap, and if you can see this, it looks like the ink is like sitting on top of the stamp. So it's like in little droplets. So I'm going to go ahead and take my white cardstock and just stamp right on top. Now if you can see here, it's all splotchy and it's not a crisp, clean image. Not like we like, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off my stamp, dry it off by stamping it on the cardstock. And then I have a regular just foam sanding block. I think I got this at Lowe's or some sort of home improvement store. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sand my stamp. Now I know some of you guys are like, oh, she's gonna what? Well, this is an actually amazing trick. So if you sand your stamp like this, just gently sanding the surface, what you're doing is you're creating more nooks and crannies for the ink to actually get into the acrylic stamp, and therefore creating a crisper image. So you are making it really, really nice. So let's go ahead and I'm going to finish up sanding. And what you're left with is you're going to be left with some residue sitting on top of the stamp. So you're going to want to clean that off really, really good. And I actually have a stamp scrubber that I like to use. This one's from Stampin' Up. So I'm actually going to use my wet side and my dry side. I've already sprayed this with some stamp cleaner. And I'm just going to scrub this off to get the residue from sanding. Oh, apparently it had some black ink on there too. So now I'm going to go ahead and ink this up one more time. So let's go ahead and ink this up. And we're going to stamp this after we have sanded it and see what it turns out like. Oh, messed up. Let's do it again. Oh my gosh, look guys, you can totally tell a difference between this one and this one. Look how much crisper and darker this stamp has turned out compared to the very first time I stamped it. So cool, right? And it does still have some splotchiness right here, but not nearly as much. Here's another example where I stamped the map, the world map. And so it was kind of splotchy, so I sanded it and it got a little bit crisper, and then I sanded it more and it got even crisper on the third try. So you can literally sand your stamps as many times as you need to get a full-fledged, crisper image. So let's do this one more time. I'd like to demonstrate this one more time on a different stamp. So let's try this Brilliant stamp. So this is the stamp I'm going to be using. I have not used this yet. It's my first time using it. Once again, it has an oily residue. So I'm just going to gently wipe that off. And let's go ahead and stamp that in a different color. Let's use Orange Zest. Uh-oh. Can I open this? All right. I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Let's go ahead and stamp this. And you can see it's quite splotchy, right? So let's go ahead and wipe that off. Sand the stamp. And I find that this is mostly the case with solid images. The images that have outlines are not as easily visible to see if they're splotchy, but it's mostly the stamps that have a lot of solid surface. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna get that residue off. Okay. I'm also finding that these are not sticking to my acrylic block as well as they should be. So here we go. All right, so let's try this image one more time and see if it's gonna come out crisper than the first time. Whoa, that is so much better. Holy cow, guys, can you see that? That is amazing. Look how much better it's come out. This is the first time I've ever stamped a stamp, and then I sanded it, and this is the crisp image I get. So there you go, guys. There is a quick tip on how to get a crisper, cleaner stamped image. Thanks for checking out my tutorial, and happy crafting.